Why you cannot understand movies and TV shows, dramas without subtitles. When somebody says you, let's watch a movie, you just say it's gibberish, it's gibberish. Gibberish means it's inaudible, it's incomprehensible. Simply, I cannot understand the movies, TV shows and dramas without subtitles. Why this scenario happens with you? What is the disconnectivity? You have to understand the disconnection in English language. Then you have to identify the main culprits of this misunderstanding, of this gibberish or gibberish situation. Then I will share with you some very practical tips to understand all this situation. So are you ready? So let's start our video with an analogy. Analogy means an example. For example, we will give you an analogy of your driving. For example, you learn driving in a parking lot where there is no rush. It's a quiet, peaceful parking lot. And then you suddenly rush into in a heavy traffic area in a big city. Now the situations are different, utterly different. One is peaceful, quiet atmosphere, parking lot where there is no rush, there is no hurry, and you are at your best in your driving. But suddenly you are moved to a rush hour in a highly heavy traffic in a big city, commercial city. Your situation would be entirely different in that position. The same thing happens when you watch a TV or movie shows. So what's the disconnection? First you have to understand this disconnection in English language, why this happens. Because most of the English learners and many of the English learners, they say that the English we listen or we watch in English movies and TV shows is entirely different from the English we listen and we have been taught in our schools, in our academies, in our institutions, and even on YouTube videos where many competent English trainers are teaching you English, but in a very clear, concise manner. So the disconnection happens here. What is the disconnection? Disconnection is there because we teachers, English trainers, our main aim, our main focus is to make you understand what we are teaching you, what we are delivering you. Either it is a piece of information, an idea, knowledge, or any subject. Our main goal is to make the learner understand the concept, understand each and everything. Now why I have made these kind of different emojis, I will make you understand, and this final concept is going to revolutionize your understanding of movies and TV shows. So disconnection happens because of the speaker's voice, because of the usage of different kinds of slangs, connected speech, reduced sounds, which we do not practice in our daily life. So this is the disconnection. You first have to understand and differentiate that you are not a different person. Every English learner at some point of his age, at some point of his learning, faces the same problem. Clear? Number 2 point, identifying the culprits of misunderstanding. Now who is the culprit? Culprit is the person who is the responsible of all this misunderstanding. Culprit is the person who we have to blame for this misunderstanding. So here there are many culprits. The main culprit is the pronunciation, stress pattern, reduced sounds, connected words, connected speech. So these are the culprits of misunderstanding of movies and TV shows. Now we have identified the disconnection, we have identified the misconception and culprits who are responsible of this disconnection or misunderstanding. Now this is not the case. First we have to identify the problem. Now we are going to solve all these problems one by one. First, the foremost and the easiest way to identify is to reframe your mindset. Now what is this reframing of your mindset? Your mindset is this, and now you have to reframe. You have to make sure that when you are watching the movie, the TV show, your whole attention is not on learning English language. Your mind is processing storyline, editing, music, and lot of the scenarios, different variation of scenarios. Your mind is busy in identifying or in all these things, in understanding the theme, in the storyline, in editing, music, and changing scenarios with every second. So you are overwhelmed. It can say, and you can say that your brain is overwhelmed because your brain is now performing multitasking. Now what is this multitasking? Multitasking means that your brain is busy in understanding the theme of the story. What is the theme of the story? Your brain is catching and capturing the different changing scenes. Oh my God, now it's spring, it's winter, it's summer. Now they are inside the drawing room. Now they are moving outside on the beach. Now every time, every second, scenarios are changed. Scenes are changed. Your mind is quite busy with processing all these things. So you have to understand this reality first. Second thing, now solution is very obvious. Solution is very obvious, and solution is here. Now you don't have to understand every single word uttered by the speaker. Rather, you have to catch the main information, the key words, to derive the key information out of this. This is the key and most important thing. Don't pay attention. Don't entangle yourself to understand each and every word produced by the speaker. Second practical solution is to understand, to adapt your ears to listen to different speakers with different accents. For example, British accent, American accent, Australian accent, different kind of variations are there. Your ears should be adaptive. Your ears should be accustomed to listen to various kinds of accents, so that when you come across a different movie, a different accent, you will be able to catch the main idea. And the most appropriate solution, the most important solution, here it is, and it is the last but most informative solution. Now what is this? You have to understand this reality that if we start with the difficult and end with the difficult, we will not catch anything, because we are not following any policy, any strategy. Here strategy begins. If you are not able to pick up the heavy load, if you are not able to pick up the heavy load, you have to reduce the load first. You have to reduce the load first. This is the key point. Now, if you cannot understand the movies and TV shows, you have to start with the easy one. Reduce the speed. Reduce the speed so that you can understand and you can comprehend what is going on in the scene. The second level, you should have to increase the speed. A bit challenging task. Now you have to double the speed and listen the same thing. This is the key point. First, reduce the speed. Second, you have to a little bit speed up the process. Third one, double up the speed. And just visualize and just close your eyes and understand if your mind is capable to capture the main idea or the main words uttered by the speaker, and you will definitely see a change in your understanding. So in this way, you will be able to watch the movies, and there will be no cross but there will be a tick, and you will happily say let's watch the movies and TV shows without title. If you really like this concept of understanding the movies and TV shows, share it with friends and the person who needs this lesson a lot. With this positive note, I certainly end this video, and till the next video, stay happy, stay blessed. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.